Davis, you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Hart.
Mrs. Davis, dear. No,
right.
ScreenRant viewers be warned, this video contains massive spoilers for episode 3 of Agatha All Along through many miles of tricks and trials. With that out of the way, the Coven passes the first trial of the Witch's Road, but at what cost? Today on ScreenRant, let's unpack what happened in the ending of episode 3. The first trial was a huge throwback to WandaVision's sitcom-inspired look and feel, with the Coven hanging out in a luxurious suburban home. As a kitchen timer puts a time limit on the trial, potions expert Jennifer Kale hurriedly concocts an antidote for the poison wine they were forced to drink. The Coven manages to pour the potion down the throat of the half-conscious Mrs. Hart, but by the time they escape the first trial, Mrs. Hart, aka Sharon, was dead. It was a reminder of the real danger of walking the Witch's Road.
The road will test us and our knowledge of the craft.
Especially for someone so inexperienced in the craft. Then again, with Mrs. Hart wearing a pendant of moonstone, which represents hope and healing, she may yet survive. Meanwhile, apart from the first trial being focused on Jennifer's skills, she also mentions a massive revelation about Agatha's past. Agatha Harkness sacrificed her son to obtain the Darkhold. This was confirmed by Agatha's hallucination of a baby crypt containing the Darkhold. Much like the Infinity Stones, the Darkhold exacts a heavy toll on those who desire its power, and in the case of the Great Witch Agatha Harkness, the price was her own son, as seen in the first episode when Agatha was still trapped with Wanda's hex. Agatha's son was named Nicholas Scratch, who in the comics was a powerful warlock who fathered the Salem Seven, the dark witches that were chasing Agatha in episode 2. Jennifer also explains the rumors surrounding Agatha's son, namely how Nicholas came to serve Mephisto himself, which is what happens to him in the comics, and this leads to an even bigger revelation that could forever change the MCU. In the comics, the Scarlet Witch mistakenly uses Mephisto's soul to create her twin sons, Tommy and Billy, who were then reabsorbed by Mephisto, driving Wanda insane. Mephisto also tricked Johnny Blaze into the deal that bound him to the spirit of Zarthos, creating the vengeance-seeking, soul-claiming demon known as Ghost Rider. In one arc, Mephisto allowed Dr. Doom to challenge him once a year, so Doom can reclaim his mother's soul. But Mephisto wins every time. However, Agatha All Along is planning to actually debut Mephisto. It'll have huge implications on the MCU's future, and it might just happen in the next episode. With one less witch in the Coven and the first trials already having tested Jennifer, whose skill do you think will come in handy in episode 4? Thanks for watching ScreenRant, and stay tuned for more MCU news.